My favourite word is Condonkus Froncus Hepidie Skippy Wop.
Yeah, but that's not a word.
No, it's a thing. It's a worm.
Is
it lives?
it?
Yeah. It lives in the ground. It's like it's about. They grow up to like 6 meters long, 50 centimeters headspace. They're about this big. They're worms.
And what do you? How's it called?
Condonkus Froncus Hepidie Skippy Wop.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. Yeah,
Conkers, donkers.
Yeah,
Skippy Wop.
That's right. Condonkus Froncus Hepidie Skippy Wop. They're massive worms that live in the earth. I think they're 6 meters long. Maybe their heads are 50 centimeters wide.
I'm going to need proof of this.
Yeah.
Because that could be my new favourite thing, and I'm going to get one as a pet.
Mate, I can't believe the world doesn't talk about them more. True. Condonkus Froncus Hepidie Skippy Wop. Look it up. They're crazy.
All right, welcome to another episode of 4 o'clock somewhere, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It has just been Father's Day.
It's been a beauty.
I've got my best dad ever shirt on. What are you? You're just dad. No, number one dad.
No, not just dad, mate. Number one dad.
Does number one dad beat best dad ever?
Yeah, it does, because I'm number one.
Anyway, yeah, it's been Father's Day.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What'd you get up to for it?
Oh, mate, I got on the piss. No, I'm not joking. I don't know.
Well, you did.
No. Yeah, I did.
I did come on Father's Day.
I did. Sorry, what? You did? What
Yeah,
was that?
first thing in the
sorry,
morning.
What? No, back up a little bit.
Yeah,
what did you say?
first thing in the morning.
You did come on Father's Day.
Yeah.
I hope you did.
As soon as I woke up.
That's good. Yeah, I had an absolute cracker of a day. So let me just say, it's the first Father's Day I've had at our new property. And it's sort of it's more set up for entertaining. So we just swam, relaxed. I cooked a barbecue. My kids woke me up with a cup of tea and their presents that they made.
Are you a tea guy?
Mate? Yeah, every morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Tea? What about do you have a coffee as well?
I do coffee. I have 2 teas, or maybe 1 tea and then a coffee. Always have a coffee.
Yeah, but you don't just wake up straight to the coffee machine?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I love my tea. And the kids woke me up, gave me their little things they made at school, which just made my day. Got all my gifts. The old mug.
Best dad ever. I've got my mug here too.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the dads who got mugs.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry to hear it, man.
No,
yours was just like off the shelf kind of thing. Mine has photos of me and Harmony all over it.
Yeah, I know. Yours is like a mug on steroids, but I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but sorry, man.
Hang on, show me your shirt. Best dad ever.
Best dad ever.
You should have this, mate.
Yeah.
Give me that.
It's the best dad ever.
Give me your mug and give me your wife.
Yeah. Anyway, I got something I need to bring up with you. So we're sort of in the middle of setting a few things up for 4 o'clock somewhere, and we had to sign some documents the other day.
Yes.
And I noticed something on there.
Yes.
Your name isn't even Tony. Hello, Anthony.
You can call me Anthony, but if you say Anthony, you must speak with an English accent.
Anthony. Your name's Anthony.
Mate, it's always been Anthony.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
You've been living a lie this whole time.
Well, it's really funny. All of my...
I'm never calling you T-Bone again.
No, you can call me Bone.
You're Ant-Man.
You can call me... I never really liked Anthony as a kid, but as I've...
Perfect. I'm calling
now
you
I'm an
Anthony.
adult, well, Anthony's kind of... It's very
mature.
It's almost... You know.
So, yeah,
like
it's proper.
It's like those mates that we have that go, yeah, g'day, mate. How you going? Ciao.
Anyway, yeah, Father's Day, we went away for the weekend. Went out to Murwillumbah, out in the Numinbah Valley.
Can I just let the people know that Murwillumbah is right next door to Nimbin, which is the marijuana capital of Australia.
Yeah, look, a few doors down, but close enough.
Yeah, but the question is, did you partake?
No.
Did you cross the...
Nah, but where we were staying was on like 60 acres or 60 hectares, one of them. Either way, huge.
Yes.
And cattle farms.
Whoa.
Cattle farms, if you know what I mean.
I think I just picked up what you
and
put
we've
down.
had a bit of hot weather. You know, it's sort of technically winter. Well, actually not anymore. It's now spring, but August was the end of winter still. So it's not in season, but we've sort of jumped into summer. You know, it's been pretty hot. So I'm like 60 acres of cow paddocks.
You couldn't help yourself.
Maybe we go for a quick look around the shits, hey?
You were out there giving it a good hard crack.
Yeah, I had a squiz one morning.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
good.
find anything, unfortunately.
Ah.
So it's devoed. Could have been better.
Can you take me with you next time? I've never done it actually, but it's on the bucket list.
Well, we sort of made a deal. Do we get it? Yeah, all right. So once we get 100,000 followers across our platforms, across everything so far, we're at right on about 30.
Yes.
So about a third of the way there. Once we get to the 100K mark,
Yep.
we're going to do a good hero dose of the 5 grammars of magic mushies.
I can't wait. It's probably a good time to mention that maybe 70% of those that watch our podcast aren't subscribed. So please
Yes.
like and subscribe.
And if you want to see this guy on mushrooms live on the podcast, we don't know if we'll film it
I
yet,
don't
but
think
maybe we will.
I don't think anyone wants to see me running around with my underpants around my head. But
If you want to see that or hear about it or see some behind the scenes footage, guys, please subscribe to the channel. It's
Yeah.
the only thing you can do to help us out. That's all we ask. We don't ask for anything else. Just subscribe, hit us a like, leave a comment down below, get involved in the podcast, and it's the best thing you can do for us. So
That's right.
Yeah. But no, that's
so how was it? How was Mawullumbar?
It was good. Yeah, it was. There was, like I said, there was cows there.
Yes.
There was a few Shetland ponies. There was chickens. There was alpacas, and so it was very, very country. It was a really nice house, real country house. And every morning we'd take Harmony out to pick the fresh eggs out of the chicken coop, and she loved it.
I saw the video. Like you didn't send me anything. I saw it on your Instagram.
Oh yes, yeah.
Of the house. And my
Yeah.
wife's, the first thing she said, we've only just moved into one. To me, that's our dream home.
Yeah.
Maybe our forever home.
And that was just the backyard you would have seen in that, and the deck.
Oh.
But the inside was amazing. It was just the big raked ceilings, and just very, very country, very relaxing. All it needed was a swimming pool. It had a dam and stuff there, but I was like, man, these country houses, you're a long way from anywhere. If you were to live in a place like this, you would just want that nice pool area too, you know?
Yeah.
You know how there's like Mother's Day gifts articles that say this is the worst gift you can get a mother on Mother's Day, and it's always like
Sure.
a foot spa and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
So I went online and I wanted to suss out what's the most rated worst Father's Day gifts that you can get.
Oh, I reckon
And
I could rattle off a few of them, but no, I want to see this.
I've got a list. These are rated top 10 worst Father's Day gifts you can buy a dad. Socks and hankies.
Yes.
Hankies, yes. I don't mind the socks.
Just don't get it for us. We're done with socks and hankies.
I don't mind the socks. Hankies, nah. There's no time and place ever for a hanky anymore. Number 2, anything that says best dad ever.
You lose. I'm right up there as well. But it's so true.
Best daddy ever.
Yes. We don't. It's insincere. Stop buying us those things.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm probably not going to wear this on a podcast again. I will today because it's the Daddy's Day episode.
Can I be honest? I think we need to burn that as soon as this is done.
The families are going to hate us for saying these things. Hey, tools. Yes. No, I agree. Because generally, if you're getting it as a Father's Day gift, it's not going to be one of the tools you need. It's just one of your little screwdriver kits or something.
It'll be exactly the same tool that you have 10 of. No tools. Unless you're a...
Just get us a Bunnings voucher or a Mower World voucher that we can just put it towards something that we need.
Yeah,
you know?
unless you're a plumber or a carpenter and you really can do with that tool, which is probably not. Just don't buy it.
No ties.
No, definitely no ties.
I don't need no tie. Number 5, mugs. We
Really?
both got a mug for Father's Day.
Yeah, like I said, best dad ever.
I like my mugs though. It's got my mug comes with a bit of thought. That it's got photos of me and my little one on there. Yours is just straight off the shelf.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't need that sort of shit.
Tallulah's just walked past the counter and just gone,
Just swiped it.
That'll do.
Didn't even pay for it.
that's okay. I love it.
Random gadgets, like tech gadgets. Yeah, no, you can't.
Well, it depends.
Any tech gadgets I want ain't going to be the price range of a gift, you know?
Yeah,
Nah.
it's not a good gift.
Anything that's a slicer. Yeah, no, I agree.
What do you mean? Like a
I
slicer?
don't need no
Like-
prawn slices, mate.
Prawn, yeah.
You know those prawn de-sheller things?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking like
That did the
cucumber
rounds.
onion slices.
Don't give me no prawn peelers.
I can't remember ever being given that prize, but if you ever think about it, don't do it, please.
And the prawn peelers had their time and day, didn't they?
I just give the prawn to my wife. Peel that.
Cargo shorts is up there. I don't wear them. I don't wear them. Yeah, I wouldn't want them.
There was a time, well, I won't lie to you, a time where I loved them, but anything on sale, any clothing is $5. Just don't buy anything under $5, $10.
If it's on sale, then they got a bargain. Who are you to Mr. fucking Louis Vuitton? Look at you in your fake Rolexes.
Well, who are they to fucking bag on cargos? I don't mind a pair of cargo shorts.
Listen to you. Nothing. I don't want no
Having
clothes
said
under
that,
$10. Come on.
I'm wearing the shortest shorts.
They look like they were $2, mate. Arts and crafts. Oh, no, don't say that.
Look at my kids. Look at that. Arts and crafts. This is what they did for my Father's Day.
Now, will these cards last longer than, say, barbecue utensils? Oh.
I don't know. Look what my son did. It's gone from me to an 80s porn star me.
And number 10, dad joke books. Looky what I got.
Yeah.
It's not a book, it's cards.
Yeah, I do. Some of those, I mean, look, let's face it. Some of those gifts you get every year, but it becomes tradition, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Out of all of that, I think I've copped about half of those gifts.
Let us know your worst gifts, please.
Top one gift to get for Father's Day. What do you reckon?
A holiday voucher. Or, no, just buy me beer.
I was going to say, just a nice bottle of scotch.
Just buy me beer.
Bottle of scotch. That's what I get my dad every year. Every birthday, every Christmas, every Father's Day. Good bottle of scotch.
Oh.
It's that time of the week, hey?
Mate, I have a beef that every bloke is going to relate to.
Yeah, right. Let's hear it.
Every bloke will relate to this if they've experienced it even once in their life.
Hemorrhoids.
Apart from hemorrhoids.
Okay.
Bed cushions. Bed cushions.
Hit me, mate. I am going to agree with everything you say right now.
And it's like this repetitive routine that I go through every day. And it's not just our bed. The kids have bed cushions where my wife's right into that shit.
Every wife's into that shit.
And we have, I kid you not, I think maybe 8 cushions on our bed.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to peel the cushions off. None of these cushions are usable, by the way.
They literally take up half the bed.
They serve no purpose other than decoration.
For who? Who else is going into your room?
That's right, yes.
I go into your room, you go into your room, and your wife goes into your room. That's it.
So I end up throwing them on the side of the bed.
I love how you didn't question that.
But I heard it. I sort of thought I'd move on. They're all there on the side of the bed, and sometimes I'll go in there and I won't go to bed straight away. I'll go back out and I'll come back in an hour later, and it's dark, and I'm tripping over bed cushions that I threw there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think I don't get it. I get the decorations, but like you said, what is the point?
Does it even look good, bud?
Unless you're doing it for a photo, for a magazine, which we never have.
But why does that make it look better? I don't get it. I don't think it looks better. Maybe if you have your normal pillows and then one little decorative one to put in the middle.
Yeah, okay, so 3 tops.
What's with the layers? You don't see any of them until the last layer anyway.
3 tops. Your pillows that you actually physically use and need for comfort, and the little one in the middle, little heart. Or I love you.
Ours is a turtle.
Well, that's pathetic.
No.
A turtle. Why? That's ridiculous.
I'm dobbing on you to my wife.
Cassie,
you dare talk about
Cassie
my
will
wife's
never
turtles.
see this podcast. That's ridiculous. A turtle.
She won't watch this far in.
But I really don't get it. And I don't have the heart to disappoint my wife. And it does look pretty. It looks pretty, but it's
now don't flip on it.
No.
Own it as your beef of the week. Don't go standing up for it. What are you going to say?
It's definitely a beef. No, I think it looks pretty, but it's impractical. It makes no sense to me.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
We don't need
and get them off our
layers
kids.
and layers
get them off our
pillows.
children's beds. Nobody goes up there. Not even the kids. They generally sleep with us. What's the point? Anyway,
yeah, no.
Bed cushions, can't stand them.
I can only agree on that one. My one, just one of those situations, it's always your own fault, but you go into the servo or you go into anywhere and you go to pay for something, card gets declined. Insufficient funds. When you cop the old insufficient funds.
Yeah.
And then next minute you're just like, oh no, I'm going to have to transfer some money. Let me just transfer quickly. So I'm not broke, just so everyone knows I have money. I'm just going to transfer it.
Yeah, so that's your go-to, is it?
Yeah. Well, I've always got to transfer. But you know what gets me even more?
Yeah.
When the person behind the counter is like, they could just say, "Oh, your card declined. Do you want to try again?" We get it. We know what's happening. But no, they're like, "Your card declined due to insufficient funds."
Oh, they fucking say it.
They say it out loud. You got people behind you?
Yeah.
You got people behind you?
Yeah.
And they're like, insufficient funds.
Yeah, I know. Especially, and generally they're having a bad day. Well, let's face it.
It ruins my day when you do that. I'm like, just keep it down. You don't need to announce this to the world that I've got insufficient funds. I'm transferring, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm going to transfer. And it gets worse. At the very end of everything, you finally get it sorted, you get it paid for, and the last thing they say before you leave, would you like a receipt for your insufficient funds? For your card declining? Would you like a receipt to remember this moment forever?
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's a beef. That's it.
Would you like a receipt for your insufficient funds?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, because that happens to me. Don't worry, it happens to everybody. In fact, it happens to me. But my comeback is generally, oh, sorry, I've bought the wrong card. I'll just transfer some funds. Oh dear.
But like, you can say that and it's all well and good. Yeah. We figure out that you had money in the end. You didn't have no funds.
Yeah.
But the damage is done.
Yeah.
They've announced it to the world. Oh, your card declined due to insufficient funds, sir.
Yeah.
But then you get the double card decline.
Oh, that's rare. That's rare, but it happens.
It's happened once. And I did actually have insufficient funds that time.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Just handle it better, you know?
Yeah.
Just handle it better.
Yeah.
Don't ask me if I want a receipt for my declined transaction.
Yeah, no, thank you. Have a great day, dickhead.
That's my beef of the week. Just insufficient funds. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go into a little bit of a taste test challenge now. Flipside energy drink. New energy drink that's out in all 7-Elevens. This isn't paid, by the way. Adrian and Troy. A lot of you guys that are watching this probably know them if you're in Oz. A couple of friends of mine, they've recently launched this Flipside energy. And they do have a bit of a, friendly competition on whose flavour's better, Troy's or Adrian's. They've both created these flavours themselves, and I haven't tried either of them yet. I haven't tried the drinks. This is going to be the first time I try them, and I want to do an honest review on who has the better flavour. So I thought we're each going to do it blindfolded.
Sounds good. Are they healthy? Because my body is a temple.
Apparently these are healthier, yeah. There's a sugar-free. Yeah, don't ask me health questions, mate. I don't know.
All right, just flick it
I
over.
don't know.
Really.
I know there's a sugar-free one. There's a non-sugar-free one.
Let's go.
These are the non-sugar-free ones. I'm going to try both these drinks and see whose is the better flavour.
All right.
So I'm going to get blindfolded. You pour a glass of each. I've just smashed that glass.
Oh, great
Wow.
start.
How did I just smash that? That's hectic. Anyway, it's still usable. Just don't give me the cut end.
Okay, give me that. It's got
Where's my mic?
it's got amazing fuzz. Just 1 second. There we go. Hang on. Just want to make sure you're blindfolded.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
No, I can't see nothing. So that's one. Okay, and give us the other. Okay, which one's smashed? Do I have the smashed edge on me?
In this hand here, so just be
there's
careful.
smashed. Oh, I've got it. Okay, official Flipside Energy taste tester. Whose is better? Troy's and Adrian's. Out of Troy's or Adrian's? Okay, let's go with this one first.
Talk us through it.
It's kind of got like a bit of a Fanta kind of vibe. It's not Fanta, but that kind of vibe.
Effervescent. What's the flavour like?
It's nice. It's got a citrusy sort of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's not too overpowering. Not too overpowering at all. If that's an energy drink, that's good. It doesn't taste like an energy drink.
Wait, I'm looking at the ingredients. They're healthy as hell.
They are?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't taste like the other energy drinks that just have that really strong, that'll get me. This tastes like you're sipping a mild sort of soft drink. This one tastes to me like a mild sort of Fanta.
All right.
And if that's going to give me energy, I'm stoked with that. Okay.
All right, put that one down. Next.
Let's go number 2.
What's your first
It's definitely the pina colada one.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, look, it's pina colada, but the weird part is I'm not used to pina coladas being so fizzy. So they've nailed the flavour. Mm-hmm. Just don't know about having that fizzy sort of factor to a pina colada. It's nice, don't get me wrong.
Okay. It tastes something like an old pine drink of some sort.
Yeah.
Easy, mate.
Winner is this one. Absolutely winner.
Am I able to read this out? So what are we looking? Blue Ice, Flip Side. I don't know whose is that. Troy's.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know whose is whose.
Okay.
We can look it up actually.
Oh, that is nice.
Who had the blue ice? Blue ice is definitely the winner here.
Troy.
Hey,
Troy. Nailed it, brother.
Troy's got it, hey?
Unbelievable. It
Troy's
really is.
flavour is better. Adrian, look, they're both good. I'm not going to lie. They're both good.
Oh, yeah.
But I would definitely go for, what's it called? The blue ice. Is it blue ice?
Blue Ice.
Blue ice. There you go. Blue ice is the winner for me.
Fantastic stuff. Fuck, that tastes exactly like a pina colada.
Yeah.
boys are on a winner.
Are you blue ice or pina colada?
I'm blue ice. Yeah. I like the blue ice.
Yeah. No, I'm all over that blue ice one. That's amazing.
Anyway, be interesting to see what people think.
There you go. Guys, if you're in Australia, check them out. They're in all 7-Elevens these days. So, and comment down below if you want to see Troy or Adrian on this podcast. Just tag them. Tag them.
Let's
comment
get 'em
down
on.
below. Let's get them on here soon, eh? I reckon we get them on here. Ooh, it's a big one today. It's a big question of the week today.
It's a big conspiracy. This
One of the age-old questions. This question has been asked for over 50 years now, 60 years maybe. Did we land on the moon? Oh, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, people talk about it all day, every day. It's one of those topics that'll never leave our lips, I think, What was it, 69 it happened?
Yeah, 69.
69. And it's created a lot of controversy. And I guess it's something that we really need to talk about. Just at least just touch on it and see.
I don't think we really need to talk about it.
No, we
But
do.
we're going to anyway.
No, we really need to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to bring it up.
Did we land on the moon? Straight up. Yes or no?
Me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes or no?
No way.
No way. Okay.
No.
Okay. See, I'm. I think I'm 90% no. I think the 10% that I'm yes is more just like I really want it to be true, because if we landed on the moon, then it's incredible. I love the idea of thinking that we landed on the moon. You go out the back, you look at the moon, and if that 10% is true, that we were in fact up there, well done to us. We've nailed it. But let's talk about some facts here.
Yeah. I mean, look, all of my life I thought we landed on the moon, but it just seems the last few years there has just been so much evidence that has come out to the contrary, right?
But what's the good evidence and what's not? I'm happy to ask questions to either side of the argument,
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's so many stupid facts that people come out with as evidence. For example, I haven't gone through the comments on what people have said on this stuff yet, but like there's simple ones like, where's the stars in the photos? Where's the stars? It's like, shut up. When people say stuff like that, I feel like it degrades the rest of everyone's arguments, the validity of everyone else's stuff, because stupid things like that people use as evidence is a straight up, okay, and I don't know if it's just me, because I've got a photography background. I understand how cameras work and blah, blah, blah. So it's daytime right now. Go take a photo of the sky and tell me where the stars are. That's like the simplest way to put it.
Yeah.
When there's too much light, it drowns out the stars. It's simple as that. So when you're exposing for a photo on the moon and the moon is quite bright because the sun's hitting it, guess what? You ain't going to see the stars. So simple as that. So it's stupid arguments like that really do my head in with these sort of things.
Yeah.
But let's go through a few of them.
Well, there's a few of them. I totally understand what you're saying. I get the stars theory, and okay, that's fine. And even the flag, how the flag they say was waving and in vacuum of space. But you can. That's a non-event really. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. There's other things that I think that hold more weight for me that make me or cause me to lean toward the fact
Let's hear it.
It didn't happen. Well, And I'll just mention a couple of things. Look, the space race was on. The importance of beating the Russians was everything. It was paramount. So it would force anybody to take a shortcut. So I'm just sort of painting the picture here. So, okay, so it was all about the space race, right? But I don't know, it just seemed,
But if that was the case, okay, so it's all about the space race. We need to beat Russia. And all of a sudden, we landed on the moon. If they didn't, in fact, make it, wouldn't Russia try to disprove that pretty damn quick?
Well, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
So
It's
it's
true.
interesting that didn't really happen.
That's true.
And you can say, oh, maybe they did. It just got left out from the world. But no, there's ways.
That's true.
Guys, I'm sure there's someone here that is from Russia or something.
Yeah.
What's come from Russia? Did we ever hear from it?
Yeah, that's very true. But when you look back at 69, apparently they say our mobile phones now are more powerful than the computers they had then to get these guys to the moon, which says a lot, right? I mean, their computers weren't that powerful, and some of the calculations that were done to get those guys to the moon were done by a lady, a woman, or a man that was sort of aiding them in there. It all seems a little bit Hollywood, many aspects of it. And, and then the phone call, and they spoke on a normal shitty little 60s phone. They spoke to the astronauts on a phone. It's like, look, we know that there's a radiation belt between here and the moon. And we know that the extreme temperatures out there. And when you look at the photos of the lunar module, it looks like it's made of alfoil. I mean, I just don't think they thought 50 years in advance. They just went, we need to win this race. Let's do this. Shoot it in a theatre with Stanley Kubrick. That's what they're saying, was the director, who just happened to pass away not that long after all of this happened. It's a coincidence, maybe.
But with stuff like that as well.
Yeah, but
this is where I think it's interesting because we don't know what it takes to get to the moon. Me and you don't. So what if all it took with that shitty looking alfoil thing? What if that's all you needed?
Well, nobody does know. Why? Because they lost all of the data. The most important event in human history.
Is this a fact, or is this,
this
being
is-
spewed on YouTube videos that you've
This is
seen? Or what?
absolutely fact. Absolute fact.
Lost all of the data. What
all
data
of the
are you talking
the
about?
data that took them to the moon. All of the technical data.
What do you mean? Like, what's that data?
The recorded
Because
data.
there is still obviously heaps of data out there.
No, the recorded data. That got the what's that lunar module? Well, you just Google it. That's where I got it from.
The lunar module.
Yeah. Any of the data that allowed them to get them to the moon was lost. All the trajectory information and all that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I saw...
And is that definitely true?
Well, I saw that on a documentary, right? And it was a guy from NASA that was admitting it. He was sitting in the capsule and they're asking him questions. He goes, yeah, we lost it. It was destroyed. And I'm thinking, well... And I'm watching this and I'm thinking, well, if that was destroyed, why would you destroy possibly some of the most important information to mankind? That's the info that got us to the moon in terms of figures and facts and everything else. So it's gone. So they said that's why we haven't been back to the moon, because we lost the data. It's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. We are now...
No, I don't think they've said it. We've lost the data. That's why we can't get back. I think it's more the fact that it costs billions and billions of dollars to get to the moon, and the fact that they had made it there a few times.
So if I find that data, you'll apologise to me, maybe buy me some KFC?
But apparently the data's missing. No one can find the data. So yeah, I'll take that bet any
The
day of the week.
documentary's there.
Because if this data does exist that you can prove to me, then you've just proved yourself wrong, my friend.
Oh my God, no, it's so true. No, they did.
Yeah. But like, no.
The data that they utilised to get them to the moon, I don't know what sort of data. Whatever.
Yeah,
data.
I don't know what you mean by that. The data to get them to the moon. I think they've still got... Well, Elon Musk is planning to try get to the moon in the next couple of years.
Well, I guess the information that comes off the instrumentation, whatever that is, data, DATA.
Yeah, but there's like millions of data. So it's like, what went missing? What exactly were they saying?
The whole lot went missing. Everything.
So why do we still have data from the moon then?
No. I'm talking about what got them to the moon.
Okay.
And it's
how
gone.
the rocket ships were built? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm just telling you what the guy from NASA said. He goes, "That's why we haven't been back, because we lost the data and we don't know how to get back there."
Yeah. See, I think this is where it gets interesting on people's stances on stuff. Though it's like it's easy to take a point. No.
But you can see why I'm skeptical about the moon landing, because I saw this with my own eyes. I'm thinking, you lost the fucking data.
But you don't know what data they lost.
Well,
you
obviously
just know
it
they
was-
lost some sort of data.
Obviously, it was the data.
The data.
But you know,
See how easy it is to like watch something though, and it's like, oh, this dude from NASA in this one video said we lost the data, and all of a sudden it's a blanket statement to think we've lost all the data. See, I think that's where things can get meshed up. It's like he might have been talking about one thing specifically that was such a minor, like such a minuscule part of the entire thing.
Yeah,
but he said that, so
I just
people
for
take
sure.
that as a blanket
for
you know?
sure. But I just don't think mankind had the capability of it. I think the desperation of being the first overrode the truth.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah.
And that's it, pretty much. And I guess as we move on, decade after decade, we become a little bit smarter, and we can see things that they couldn't see back then. And I mean, you look at the first press conference of the astronauts, Buzz and Neil and the other dude, when they got back.
He was buzzing.
He was, mate. They've just conquered the moon, and yet this first press conference, it's like their mothers had just died. It was like a funeral. None of it made any sense. Now I'm just saying, okay, well, you can take it or leave it. That could be what it could be, but that didn't make any sense.
A bit tired. He hadn't slept in 4 days. You know?
No, have you seen the conference? You need to see it. They didn't look tired. They looked pissed off. Like they were told.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you see all these little things as time goes on, and you kind of make your own little assumption. Now, my assumption is absolutely, we didn't go to the moon then. Have we been there since? Possibly. Was some of it shot in a movie theater? There's no doubt that some of it was shot in a movie theater. You know, you look at that them driving around in the buggy and bouncing around on cables. Now, the whole thing just reeks of rotten fish to me.
Yeah, and that's I think there was definitely some lies involved, and like I said, I lean towards 90% no, but I'm willing to argue any fact. You know, I'm not just going to accept everything that's got said. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to prove it anymore. You either believe it or you don't.
Yeah, but that's the problem.
And everything's already out apparently, so you've just got to make up your mind on that.
But we have to believe it because NASA told us, right? So NASA is the be-all and end-all when it comes to anything to do with Earth. But nobody buys into NASA.
So what about all the independent astrologers and stuff that tracked this stuff at the time it was also happening? It's not just NASA is the only one that was doing it. Like there's people, astrologers all around the world that were interested in this event and tracked it.
Well, we don't. Well, explain that. How many are around the world? And if there were 10 or 5 or 10, it's a bit of money.
5 or 10? There's
I don't know.
Thousands.
I don't know. Maybe.
Thousands of people do this, yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's just hearsay. Maybe they were paid off to say a certain thing.
All of them?
Possibly. They do it to this day.
And see, the argument is also
the government's a powerful entity.
400,000 people involved in getting people to the moon. Not one of them slipped up and...
No, I don't think there's that many people involved in getting people to the moon. I think...
Well, that's the data.
Yeah, but there's no data. We lost the data.
So what do you think about... Because there's apparently things... laser mirrors on the moon where you can direct a laser at these mirrors, set it to right coordinates, and you can physically see it bounce off the moon.
Why don't we?
Do you believe that maybe if humans didn't make it, do you believe rockets with robots have at least made it to be able to put stuff on? Do you believe that?
Like I said, yeah, absolutely. I think we're capable of doing it. I just don't think in '69 we did it. I absolutely don't. You only got to listen to Buzz Aldrin. He admits many occasions that he did not go to the moon. He actually says...
What does he say?
He said it once on a talk show with Conan O'Brien.
Yep, go on.
Yeah. He said we didn't go there. Yeah.
Where was
he openly admits it.
Pull up this interview right now. I need to see this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's these sort of things we need. Like, forget all the other minor details that isn't going to have proof. This is like the solidifying stuff. If the astronauts themselves say, no, we didn't go... he's back to the data.
I fucking had to go back. No, actually, it just popped up.
Don't worry about the emission. Let's go back to the data.
It's all about the data.
The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Okay, so that's not saying they don't have the data.
Oh, that's just one clip. There's actually a documentary on it.
Yeah.
People talking about it and them trying to explain how could you lose something so important, and they can't explain it.
Went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. See, you associated what you saw with
I have very hazy
I
memories.
know. How many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop.
was
And a few
exciting.
other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed.
This was
Man, how about that?
that was very exciting.
Not a bad line.
Yeah. This was.
I'd love to see what he continued to say because he sort of just touched on it. Be good to see that whole interview. So is he basically saying that they went, but the video was sort of done back here just so they could have a visual?
I just
I
think,
might have moved from 90 to 95% just based off that, but I do want to watch those full interviews.
yeah, it just seems that Buzz is getting to the age where he knows he's going to pass away at some point, and he's just
The old
wanting
death.
to maybe.
Have any of them passed? Like on their deathbed?
Oh, Neil croaked.
Oh, Neil's gone?
Mate, he's gone. He's been gone for a long, long time.
Rest in
Oh,
peace,
you're holding
Neil.
your heart. Oh, God.
Rest in peace, Neil.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Sorry to hear the Armstrong family. I didn't know he died.
Yeah, no, he's.
So much I know.
yeah, he's out there.
So nothing on his deathbed, eh?
Nothing on his deathbed, but it's interesting because one of the founders of NASA, what's his name, von Braun? Wasn't he like a German
Yeah, not too sure.
rocket scientist?
Yeah.
Anyway, him and a few of the others that started NASA. Well, Walt Disney might have been one of them, was he?
Walt Disney started NASA?
No, let's Google and find out. I don't want to look like a douchebag.
Like, I know he started Disney. Are you thinking of Disney? Anyway, let's while you're looking that up, let's go to some of the comments. We did put it out there on Facebook, and we've asked the people, did we go to the moon? Let's go to Sven Deschrijver. Don't think so. Never did it again, and the tech now is so much evolved. Question is, do we really need to go? Some things should be left a mystery.
Okay. I like that
Interesting
answer.
point. Yeah.
Interesting point. And just on the lost data too. What data? What
so
data?
you're saying lost data, he's saying destroyed
I'll
technology.
tell you what it is.
I think there's a difference.
It's the loss of original lunar mission data. Telemetry tapes.
Which is what? Telemetry tapes.
I don't know. Telemetry tapes. He goes, it implies a cover up, doesn't it? I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is
I need to know what the telemetry tapes are. But
yeah. There's actually quite a good story talking about it, but just another reason for us to doubt that they never did it.
Mark Hannon, the way the lander is sprung up in the air, it was like a crane ripping it off the moon and had a little blue light under it. There is no way it would have taken off like that, and they had the perfect camera sitting there filming the lot.
Mark, well said, Mark.
Evidence. I was standing there watching it. Yeah, but look, it sprung up in the air. There's nowhere on the moon, mate. Diane Mary, nope. If it did happen, why has it not happened again since? Let's not go into the rest of it.
Well said, Mary.
The could be money, billions of dollars, or maybe it never happened to start with. Mark Hannon again. And the question, why can't they go back to the moon? Why can't they go back to the moon? Maybe they never went there in the first place. Yeah, look.
Maybe there's
I'll be
alien.
very interested to see because Elon is, what's it called again? Not Apollo. Yeah, he's,
SpaceX.
one of his
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
though, but he's planning on going to the moon in the next couple of years. So it would be very interesting. What's been left behind?
Maybe
because I
there's-
feel like Elon's one of those ones who would expose it. He wouldn't go along with it. He's not the guy that'll be like,
but you don't know.
nah, I'm going to go with your lie.
I hope you're right.
I
But
reckon
you
Elon
just-
would be the one to be like, guys, we didn't see any flag on the moon.
Yeah, I hope you're right. But in saying that, how much money does he make? Given the fact that we have all these, I don't know.
I don't believe Elon would hold on to a lie if that was the case. If they went there,
I'm with
and
you.
didn't see that stuff.
I'm an Elon fan. Don't
So,
worry.
yeah.
What if there's aliens on the dark side of the moon, and that's why they didn't go back? Well, isn't there a theory that when they landed on that moon on the Sea of Tranquility,
Why just on the dark side of the moon, but
because
hiding from us?
you can't see them? Well, it's weird. Don't you think it's just weird that the moon? We see the same face of the moon. We never see that. Oh God! Oh gee whiz! That unto itself is kind of strange. Maybe it's something.
Maybe
on
the
the
thing is
outside.
just not rotating.
I mean, that's another chat for another day. The old aliens.
But maybe
theory.
the moon's just not like rotate. Does the moon rotate? It obviously doesn't. If we only
No,
see
it
the
doesn't.
same spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
So it's just not rotating.
Yeah, it doesn't rotate. It's
strange.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Dennis Wilson. I heard they brought back an alien and its name was Dim. I heard that too.
Oh,
Tammy Mackay, there are retro reflectors on the moon that were set up by the Apollo 11 crew. They reflect lasers so we can precisely measure how far away the moon is to Earth. They were set up in the Sea of Tranquility, and before anyone jumps in, yes, it was on the Big Bang Theory, and yes, it was based on the aforementioned facts. So that's, I think I briefly mentioned that before. The reflectors that any old astrologer out there, if we got it, me and you, if we went and got the proper equipment, proper lasers that we can line up to the proper spot on the moon, we could bounce a laser off.
I get the reflectors, but doesn't mean we landed on the moon in 69.
True. Agreed. Stephen Perella.
Stephen Perella. That's a funny name.
Stephen Perella has just sent us a link to a private group that is called The Firmament is the Limit. Flat Earth. Oh, we're diving into Flat Earth. We'll get into that another time.
Oh, we have to have a chat about that. People, that's
Shout out, Stephen.
shout out to Steve-O.
Quick thought. Yay or nay, Flat Earth?
Oh, yeah, good question. Should we talk about that? We're going to put it out.
Well,
to you.
we'll do it on another podcast. I'm nay. I'm a no.
Yeah,
What are you?
I don't know.
Give me a yes or no.
No,
What are you,
let
are you leaning towards, or like I'm 90 for moon landing?
Oh, no.
I'm 90% no, so that's more no. It'd be a no.
Well,
are you more than 50% yes
given,
or no?
Given what you learn over 10, 20 years, I'm open to anything. So give us a really good argument.
And where are you now? Answer the question.
Anything's possible, mate. Anything's possible.
Leaning towards yes or no?
No, I don't know.
You're a yes.
I'm
but
sitting on the
don't wanna-
fence.
No, you're a yes, but you don't want to say it. And no, I don't believe they did. But then again, ray gun. Okay, I'm stopping there. I'm not reading ray gun.
No.
Pene Moki. Well, if there's bubbles in space and you lag out in the video, then nope. Not to mention a video of the moon landing. Next minute, someone stands up and walks out of the room. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. If there's that sort of stuff, I would call it doctored footage. You know, doctored footage can come both ways. People will make any videos.
Here we go. Andrew Tiny Michkovich. Americans just hate losing, plain and simple. And to the Ruskies, it's even worse. So it didn't happen. So pride was such a big thing.
Yeah,
and
so
I
American versus Russians, yeah.
think so.
I just find it weird that, and maybe I am wrong. Maybe the Russians did try to go on a rampage, but I think we would have heard more about what their argument would have been. But the fact that there was no real pushback from the Russians,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
I like this one from Penny Moeki. She says, well, if there's bubbles in space and you lag out in the video.
Tony, you're shit at listening. I just read that.
Oh, did you? Oh, shit. Sorry, but
My wife was right. No, your wife was right. You're a shit listener.
Well, I am a shit listener. I didn't pick up on it, but that is a really good point. Like, we catch them out on so many things, right? On cables. So they're
That's what I was
obviously
just saying, but
lying to us.
That's what I was saying. But like, other people can also add a few bubble effects onto footage. You know, if there's a conspiracy, this happened. How about I just add some bubbles to this and send it out to the world? Like that's as easy as it is.
But what
to
about the
do stuff
cables?
these
What
days.
about the things where they're talking? The astronauts are talking, and they're in their hair's out there, so they're in zero gravity, and then they're holding something, and they drop something. An astronaut dropped something, and they all reacted and went, "Oh, don't touch it!" Like they freaked out, and it fell to the ground like there was gravity. How do you explain that?
See, when it comes to all the footage, like there's the argument, they've done fake footage of this. Guess what? There's also fake footage to make conspiracies real too. So it's very hard to form an opinion on like what was actually real stuff in that, you know?
Yeah.
Because we know it is possible to make something look like the moon landing. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
So was the entire moon landing a hoax and it was all fake footage? Or did they create some fake footage to go along with the story? They went to the moon, but they didn't have the technology to live stream it, so they pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Who knows? But the fact is that people can doctor their own footage and put it out there and use that as evidence for the other side as well. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a tough one when photos and videos can all be edited by both sides these days.
Yeah, but then
Which makes any of it hard
But
to-
if that's what we're believing now, and I get that with deep fakes and everything else, but so nothing's going to be provable in the future. I mean, I've seen.
I don't think this argument will ever be able to be solved.
I think it will
Until
one
we
day.
go, yeah,
I
like
think it will one day.
on the current basis,
Yeah.
where it's just like, but there's this, but then there's that. There's just two sides. Everyone
Yeah.
knows all the information, and it's just people make up their mind. Nah, we did or didn't.
Yeah, it'll come out in the days where
We do
The-
go back, or we do go for the
where
first time?
where the most powerful government in the world, say American government, are exposed for the lies that they've told the people for many, many, many decades, and this will be one of them.
Shane Robbins, absolutely not. The fact that it's not been claimed since is a giveaway. Claimed since, as in we haven't gone back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like debating both sides. I don't want people to think that I'm fighting for the fact that we went to the moon. I actually don't think we did. But I'm willing to put the arguments to the right questions.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how everyone should be. I think you've got to, you can't just believe once. You've got to question all of it,
Yeah.
which means you'll probably never find an answer. If you question it forever, you'll never find a true answer. But I think it's just best to always question everything you ever hear.
For sure.
Glenn Anthony, some say you can see the cameraman reflections in the astronauts' helmets. See, we're going back to...
yeah, see
I
that-
think that's not what I've seen, but I'm sure someone's made footage where you can.
Well, there's things that you can't fake, and that's the death of Stanley Kubrick. That, yeah, like you say, that could be digitally thing, but there are
Did
certain...
Stanley
there are
ever say anything about it?
I think apparently he opened up. Maybe we should have a look. I think there's something... I have seen something on
Yeah,
him
well,
talk-
let's on to that.
talking about it.
Let's see what Stanley had
Let's
to
see
say.
what Stan had to say. Stan was...
Stan the man.
Oh, fuck, I love Stan.
You got Stan the man, then you got Ant-Man over here.
The conspiracy theorists were right on this occasion.
And he looks blind
Well,
drunk. You usually tell the
I don't
truth
know
when
about Paul
you're
McCartney.
blind drunk, you know?
He's on his
They were right
way.
about it.
Okay, if you're telling the truth, why would you do it? Why are you telling me? I mean, what the?
Don't you think it's important for people to know the truth?
Yeah, I got. Yes,
They
certainly.
had a massive fraud, an unparalleled fraud perpetrated against them. They should know.
Is that why you look a little haggard right now? Because you look a little worn. No offense. Like,
Well, also, yeah, because I haven't been taking care of myself too well. I've been drinking a lot, but
is that because of the stress of this?
of
Is it-
course, stress, guilt, just conflict of all kinds. Because I made a film, if you want to call it a film, which I consider to be my masterpiece.
Anyway, it goes on and on and on. But
Yeah, interesting. You know what?
Ooh.
That is the best kind of evidence. Those sort of interviews, people always send these things as, oh, the tinfoil thing and the blast of the flag, the stars, there's all this. None of that has any sort of weight when it compares to those sort of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go. Was that like
It'd be
an
interesting.
interview that he did,
Well,
and he didn't want it released for a good 10 to 15 years
Yeah,
after his death?
exactly, yeah.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
that's a lot more valid to me. I don't question stuff like that as much.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
Stanley Kubrick claims to have done the moon landing himself, eh? Interesting.
It's
Interesting.
just,
I
it's-
feel like we haven't answered any questions. It's just made me keen to dive into a deeper rabbit hole.
Oh, it's
to
one of
know
those
all this stuff,
topics,
eh?
right? There's those people that just go, oh, let's really enough already. But I really do think it's a good topic to talk about. And I think if it'd be a crime to let it go. I think we need to bring it up. We need to chat about it. And hopefully one day,
We can get Stanley Kubrick on here.
yeah,
for a
we get
podcast.
Stan on.
Yeah.
Or his
Until then, thank you guys for watching this episode. We're going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And we'll see you guys next time.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock.